Keith, introduce your family. Share with us what the Lord's done in your life and where you're headed.
Good morning, church. I'm just ready to go. This is my mother, Cindy. It's my grandmother, Gloria. This is my father, David. Didn't even get to talk yet before I started crying. Whew. Come from a 10-year addiction. I pushed all my family and loved ones away. I isolated. I was my own best friend. I knew of the Lord, but He wasn't living in my heart. And that's even worse, that I knew right from wrong, and yet I still chose to do wrong. I prayed about it, and the lowest point that I got, where I cried out for the Lord, I had ruined my marriage. I had just gotten divorced. I'd lost my job due to my addiction. My home was in foreclosure. I had no money. I had no electricity. I had no water. And I didn't know what to do. So I believed in the lie that if I died, there would be peace. So I took a whole bottle of pills, and I laid down on my floor, and I prayed to the Lord to take my life or deliver me from the hell that my life had become from my actions. A few short months after that, I arrived at Dunklin, hopeless, lost. I saw life as a burden and not a blessing like I do today. Just through going everything through the program, confessing my sins, and just walking in the forgiveness that the Lord's forgiven me, and not walking in condemnation like I was, the world's really opened up for me. And I look forward to my future, and I've surrendered my life to Christ. And I no longer worry about tomorrow, because I know it's going to take care of itself. And in surrendering my life, after the program, the Lord's told me that He wants me to stay on for stage 2. I haven't asked Him any further than that, but I do believe that He wants me to help men just like me. I love you guys.
This is my son in whom God is well pleased, as He is with all of you men who are going through this and surrendering to Him and submitting to Him and letting Him be the Lord of your life as opposed to yourself being the Lord of your life. And I just give Him the glory for that. Last night when I was praying, just really asking the Lord to let us be a ministry back to all those that have been a ministry to us. He reminded me of many years ago when David and I stood on a church altar shortly after Keith was born, when we dedicated him to the Lord. And when we made a commitment to the Lord that we failed to keep. And He reminded me that He has ordained the days of our lives, and He has ordained the days of Keith's life. And that all that has been was for His glory, for His plan, for His purpose. And He thanked me for getting out of the way so that He could heal Keith. So I pray today, if any of you have family members or loved ones that are fighting this battle, get out of the way and give it to God, because you can't heal them. Only He can. And I give Him all the glory and the honor and the praise for that, for Keith and for all of you here today that have experienced that and that will experience that.
All right, I saw Keith snuck down here to the front row. He's ready to go. Come on up, Keith. You can put on a tie for the occasion. That's good. You're looking nice, looking sharp.
Good morning, church. I can honestly say that towards the end of the program, I didn't want to stay for SLT. When I graduated, I had over $100,000 in debt, and I felt like I needed to go out and make money and do what the Lord commands us and pay that debt off that I owe. I took the time with the Lord and journaled, and He spoke to me that He wanted me to stay here and do SLT, and that if I was obedient, He would help me with that. And so I did. I stepped out in faith, and that was the first time that I actually had to step out and do something physical. I was at a crossroads to do what I wanted to do or follow the Lord. And I chose to follow the Lord. And today, thankfully, I can say that I went from $100,000 of debt to about $300 today. And it wasn't anything that I did. So it's all thanks to the Lord. If I could use one word to describe my feelings towards starting SLT, I was scared. Getting up in front of people, sharing testimony, doing any kind of teaching, nothing that I've ever done before. I remember my first teaching in induction, and just the look of terror on my face. Pastor Terrell was in the back. He could see it. He said, "Son, come on outside with me." So I kind of stopped the class. He took me outside, and he prayed for me. And he prayed that I would realize that it's not about me anymore, and it's about these men. And that's probably the most important thing I learned through SLT, that it's not about me anymore. It's about you guys, and it's about serving the Lord. I was real nervous about going to the jail for the first time, sharing testimony. You got an hour and a half time, and you got to fill and teach a lesson, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. But I ended up going over talking too much, believe it or not. And through that, the Lord's given me confidence and courage to just keep doing that and keep pushing forward. And I just went home about a week ago, and I was able to share testimony at my grandmother's church. When she first asked me, it was, well, how long do you need me to talk for? So I'm just thankful for that, and just the Lord's given me the confidence to come up and do this. I feel like I believe the Lord's called me to this ministry, called me to the recovery ministry. After completing SLT, I've committed another year of staff training, and I look forward to helping you guys. Love you. Thank you.